we got a battle. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the show that loves to flow. This is the NBA Tonight, rolling with the coach, Fred Carter. I am Jason Jackson. Fred, the T-Wolves are back from Japan. Will they have their legs, though? Because there's jet lag and then there's jet lag.
And there is jet lag, but let's make sure the big guy, KG, has got his legs. If he does, T-Wolves will be okay.
We'll take a peek at it. First, a little news. It might be the world's most famous arena, but it's also the world's most expensive arena. Coming out, a list of tickets in the association. The ticket prices, Madison Square Garden ranks #1 with an average ticket cost of $86.82. Luckily, we're going to the Target Center. Home opener for KG and the kid, the new guy, Wally Szczerbiak. But in the first quarter, it was all about Allen Houston. From the corner, in front of KG, bang. Wide open in transition for three. And right in front of the helpless Anthony Peeler. Houston with 16 in the first quarter. Second quarter, Wolves on a run. KG gonna grab the defensive board, the outlet to Bobby Jackson. No relation. B-Jax pushes it, KG, the hoop, the harm. Can we get a hello? Hello. Wolves get within 7 points. Then Wally's world heats up, Fred.
He certainly does. And we got a new candidate early for Rookie of the Year. Runs the floor well. We all think of Wally Szczerbiak as the jump shot shooter. But look at him here. Taking it to the basket, finishing. 23 points on the night, but we couldn't go away without just showing him knocking down the jumper, JJ.
So to the fourth quarter we go. All KG. Wolves trail 74-66. KG gets Kurt Thomas on the back spin, the flush, and then tells him all about it. Then, in the post, KG on the other block. Thomas abused again. Sploosh! Sploosh! Part of a 13-2 Wolves run. Then KG steps outside for the three. Trifecta, you betcha. Wolves take the 1-point lead. And he's not done. KG, after the yiggity yak, gets Camby on the blocks. Spins and hangs for life.
I think he's got his legs.
I think the legs are fine as well. The Wolves get on KG's back. It's all his. Career high 35 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists. Second time in 3 games this season he gets a career high in scoring. Houston with 29, scored 29 or more in 3 of the 6 games this season. Wally with 23. T-Wolves outscored the Knicks 27-16 in the fourth quarter. Spree 20 points, but just 7 of 22 from the field, 0 for 5 in the fourth quarter. We'll talk about the reason of that. You know, we really focus in on the T-Wolves and their offensive ability, but as we all know in the association, you win with defense, and they showed some on Thursday night.
Flip Saunders is doing an outstanding job of getting his ball club to understand the principles of defense. And as we can see here, when they play defense, it's so important, team defense. Watch here, a little two-man trap. Traps are not always to steal the ball, just to slow the pace of the game, except Garnett gets a steal there and puts his team in a position now to play good defense. Fourth quarter, look at the double team here. This is team defense, rotation, clock winding down, turnover. Pressure, good defense. Again, down the stretch of the ball game. Look at the switch on the pick and roll. Joe Smith switches and forces Sprewell to take the off-balance shot. That's how you win ball games. The New York Knicks in the fourth period, they shot 6 for 20 from the floor. And to count that, that's 30%. That's good defense. You play defense like that, JJ, you win ball games.
Coming into the contest, the T-Wolves opponent shot 42%, actually third in the West. And we should note that the Kings were the only team they played beforehand. 43 for the Knicks on this night. We push forward on the contest. While the Magic have played 2 more games than the Pacers, they won those 2 games, sitting at a surprising 4-2. Fast start for Travis Best off the Corey Maggette miss. Best with the ball, drives. We're gonna hear the foul, and 1. Best to the rack for the lay. He had 17 points. Pat Garrity showing off again. Array of post moves for the bucket on Dale Davis. Moments later, Garrity runs the pick and roll with Darrell Armstrong. Fades for the 3. We like to call that the 3B. He was 5 for 7 from the floor in the contest. Magic down 6 at the half. Second half, Mark Jackson, if you're nasty. With the steal, Rose deals to Reggie. Finish up strong. Moments later, Dale Davis blocks Chris Gatlin. Starts the break to Reggie. Check out the crossover. See ya! And then the windmill lay-in. Pacers by 14. Al Harrington asserting himself in this contest as well. Sam Perkins, the steal. Start the break. One of the Pacers' 9 steals, by the way here. Rose deals to Harrington for 2 and 1. Finally, Smokey gets it in to Harrington all alone underneath. 19 points in 22 minutes as the Pacers go on to victory. You can call him Al. The second-year player produced 17 of his career-high 19 points in the fourth. Put that with Reggie's 21, and you have another Pacers win. All was good for Indiana. They hit for 57% for the game, 67% in the second half. This was a solid game to watch. It was tied 10 times with 8 lead changes. We do have an injury note for you. Orlando's Matt Harpring will have surgery on Monday to repair a torn tendon in his left ankle. Anytime is the right time for prime time, maybe even on the hardwood. Deion Sanders has been a two-sport athlete before, and in the name of improving the Mavs' recent misfortunes, including their current 2-game losing streak, he has a plan. It would get Dallas some help, at least 10 more points a game.
I want to play for the Mavericks. I mean, just think about it. If I can play for the Mavericks, even if I don't succeed, what can I do? Increase attendance? I just want to play. I mean, you know, I figured out I could give you 10 points a game at least. I figured out how I could do it. I'm going to get 2 points off a fast break because I'm going to be leading the break, right? I'm going to get 2 points of just being in the right place at the right time. So I got 4. I'm going to get 2 points on my own. So I got 6. Now, I'm going to get 2 points from going to the free throw line because I'm going to go to the hole. I got 8. And the Lord gonna bless me with 2 more, so I'm gonna be all right. I got double figures for you, baby, for the rest of the year. I'm gonna be all right.
Oh, my goodness. Without Deion, the Mavs are in Miami. Early in the first quarter, Jamal Mashburn was ball down low, getting it done. Moments later, Tim Hardaway, the steal, the push to Mash, a lay-in, a foul. 13 of his 19 shots went in. He took 4. Alonzo Mourning, ball fake drive. One question, did you feel that? Heat shot 73% in the first quarter. Second quarter, Heat up 11 to Sean. The weak side rebound. Lillard pushes it. Great no-look to Mash. One of his 3 assists. Still in the second, Anthony Carter to Mash. In the name of Rose Harris, he lets it 3. 3 for 5 for three-point land in the first half. Third quarter, Heat up 16. Mash, the sweet spin off the glass, the foul. Deion, where are you? They could use the double digits on this night. The former Mav, Mashburn, mashed his former mates with 34. This was Miami's 15th straight win over Dallas. It was their 3rd straight win this season. As we bounce the bonus, you should know, this was Miami's 2nd run to 128 points this season, their largest point total since 129 against Detroit in April of '95. This victory was Miami's 400th against 475 losses in its 12th season. Both Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal will go into the pocket because of Wednesday night's fight in Houston, plus each will sit out a game, I should say. Shaq has to fork over 10 grand, while Sir Charles loses 5 grand. The game, both will miss Friday's rematch in La. We have just begun to flex the hoopology of the end-to-end. Still to come, we will dive into the end-to-end fantasy league. It's a very special week. Fred and I head-to-head, but when we return, we will go head-first into these plays for your eyes.
Here's Payton, jump pass to Grant, over to Bones for the 3, floats it right through the cup. Oh, Slim Shady.
Lindsey Hunter, another block from Tracy McGrady, and a whistle. 15 on the shot clock. Marcus Brown swatted away by Tracy McGrady.
The ACC Big Ten Challenge begins November 30th.
There is no horseman. There never was a horseman. There never will be a horseman.
Some say it is the witch of the Western Woods.
Is everyone in this village enthralled to superstition?
Excuse my man. I'm not used.
Female company?
Perhaps there is a bit of witch in you.
Why do you say that?
Because you've bewitched me.
If you are wise, you will leave this place.
Ichabod?
Sleepy Hollow, rated R. Friday, November 19th, in theaters everywhere.
something about a Wendy's classic double with cheese.
I'd have made the same choice.
It's hamburger bliss.
Here at Magic's testing facility, gameplay technicians simulate every possible battle.
Call in the org and the Raging Goblin. What? The Goblin's out sick? Well, we'll have to proceed without him.
Send in Bob from accounting.
I'd say the first round goes to the org.
Magic the Gathering, the trading card game.
NBA Tonight is brought to you by Magic the Gathering. You'll never look at a deck of cards the same way. Magic the Gathering, the trading card game.
He cocks, loads, and hammers the tomahawk slam. Grabbed by Payton, he's got Kemp with him, running ahead, lobs it ahead. Kemp will get it and jam it down with two hands on that magic carpet ride. Kemp, he glides in and tomahawks it home. Ouch!
Oh, those were the days. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, they used to be the 1-2 punch that made things happen for the Sonics. Now, they're opponents. Kemp wanted respect and leadership. He got a trip to Cleveland, a team riding a 3-game winning streak, but not against the Sonics. Kemp's former team has won 8 straight against the Cavs, including the last 2 with Kemp on board. Reunited, would it feel so good? Sean thinking about it. First quarter, Sonics hot. Force Grant the swat. Gary the break, the oop to Ruben Patterson. Give me a bowl of jambalaya. Gary Payton in the first. We turn to the Beatles for the lyrics. Let it 3. Oh, let it 3. Gary standing in the zone. Let it 3. He was 4 for 10 from out there. 12 first quarter points. Sonics up 8. Kemp checks in, down low, spin move. Flips it off the glass. Gets the roll in 1. Cuts it to 3. Late in the half, tied at 56. Bobby Sura loses Grant, rips the J. And Cavs by 4 at the half. Third quarter, Kemp on the bench with 4 fouls, and the Cavs would suffer. Sura going to drive. Bad pass, we call that a turnover next trip. Cavs ball, working it around. Wesley Person blows it out of bounds. Later, Brevin Knight working on Payton. Working with his hand under the ball, that's a carry. Then Cavs get into the low post. Andrew DeClerc, too many steps. Then Sonics up 10, Trajan Langdon. Stripped by Matt Max, up to the glove, all the way in for the lay-in. Sonics up 12 after 3. Fourth quarter, Vin Baker. Check this one out here. Sweet J across the lane. He had 24. Sonics roll. Fred, you like the new improved Vin, don't you?
One thing for sure, the big fella now understands the theory of weightlessness. Last year, he came into it heavy, out of shape. He averaged 10 points, got 5 rebounds, shot 41% from the floor. This year, after 6 games, he's shooting 48% from the floor. He's averaging 18 points a game, and he's getting 9.5 rebounds on the backboards, which tells me he's playing better basketball and in shape. Sean Kemp, do you hear me?
Oh, wow. Kemp had 22. Vin also had 13 boards. We should note the Cavs have won 27 straight games, or they had won 27 straight games of scoring over 100. This was their 3rd straight 100-point game. Cleveland's last run like this, January of 95. 2 weeks from Saturday, the Suns and Nets get together again, and things should be tense. After Wednesday night's win over the Nets, Penny Hardaway told Stephon Marbury, quote, "We'll see you in Phoenix, Steph, you sissy," end quote. To which Marbury replied, quote, "You ain't bleep. You're calling somebody a sissy," end quote. Come to find out, after a Hardaway airball near the end of the game, Marbury turned to Kidd and said, we're talking about Jason Kidd, quote, "His game is garbage." We end the quotes. We have more to present on this Thursday edition of the N2N, including a trip to the Palace. The Raptors are in town as the Pistons attempt to show their love for ESPN2 or just the number 2. Stay close.
For over 4 decades, area homeowners have turned to Somerville Aluminum, where they're ready to transform your home with restoration vinyl siding from Wolverine. You'll love the satin smooth finish with a wide range of colors to choose from. Plus, Somerville Aluminum has the trim and accents for just the right finishing touch. And with Wolverine low-maintenance siding from Somerville Aluminum, you'll have time for the real important things in life. So if your home needs vinyl siding from Wolverine, consult the experts at Somerville Aluminum.
Here at Kawasaki, we want to take a moment to recognize the risk takers. Those those who live on the edge. Those brave souls who buy another brand of ATV.
Unit 1, we got him.
Now that takes guts. Don't settle for anything less than the comfort, reliability, and engineering of a Kawasaki ATV.
Visit Havers Kawasaki, Route 22 East in White House.
The following is brought to you by Hoops Malone. They're down to the finals of the Garden. One night, 2 teams, 1 trophy. The Coaches vs. Cancer Icon Classic Championship. Tonight at 9 on ESPN.
Nobody does hoops like ESPN.
Bring the action home with ESPN Full Court. With over 450 college basketball games, you'll get to watch your favorite teams and conferences. ESPN Full Court, only on pay-per-view. To order, call your cable company, DirecTV, or Dish Network.
13 isn't the luckiest of numbers, but the Pistons entered Thursday's game with 13 wins against the Raptors and 15 trips to the wood against Toronto. Good they get 1-4 on the floor. Alvin Gentry looking for a second win this season. First quarter off the steal. Christian Laettner throws it ahead to Grant Hill, who flips it up, gets the roll and the foul. Hill would quiet down after that. The Raptors got an early offense from Doug Christie. In transition, 2 + 1 = 3. Then Christie from the corner. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Then Christie pulls up. 5 - 2 is 3. 24 points from Christie, 4 of 8 from out there. Third quarter, more Raptors. Antonio Davis finds Vince Carter. Oh, goodness gracious. Acquired 22. Fred in the second half. Tracy McGrady stepped it up big on the blocks.
And defense is still the name of the game. Here he comes from behind, gets the block shot. Oh, this man's possessed today. Look at him again. Yeah, he gets Jerome Williams one more time from behind, weak side again, block shots. He was playing defense so good and so tenaciously. Guys didn't want to shoot it, fake, winding with a 3-second violation. That's darn good defense.
And when you lead your team in block shots like McGrady does, you can talk some trash. It's the C&C scoring factory for Toronto. Christie with 24, Carter with 22 to go with his 11 rebounds. They are among the 7 Raptors in the land of double figures. Can you say bonus? The Raptors have won 4 straight, the longest November run and their largest in team history. Toronto's 74 first-half points were 5 short of the team record set against the Nets in 1997. The plane, boss, the plane. It's time for you to take our Fantasy Island ride, where Isaiah Ryder is in the dog's doghouse and Ruben Patterson flies with a man from Cincinnati.